In a move that's sending shockwaves through the NFL, the Pittsburgh Steelers have pulled off one of the most high-profile trades of the 2025 offseason, acquiring star wide receiver DK Metcalf from the Seattle Seahawks. This deal not only shakes up the AFC North, but also signals a bold new direction for both franchises involved. From cap space maneuvers to roster-building strategies and long-term implications, this trade is packed with significance. Welcome to Outbest Sports, your go-to destination for all things football. Let's dive deep into what this massive trade means for the Steelers, the Seahawks, and the NFL landscape at large. The Pittsburgh Steelers have officially landed one of the NFL's most explosive offensive weapons, DK Metcalf, in a trade with the Seattle Seahawks. In exchange for Metcalf, Pittsburgh is sending a second-round pick in the 2025 NFL Draft to Seattle, along with a swap of later-round picks, a sixth-rounder heading to the Seahawks, and a seventh-round pick coming back to the Steelers. But the centerpiece of the deal is undoubtedly the 5-year contract extension Metcalf signed as part of the move, reportedly worth up to $150 million. This lucrative contract averages $30 million per season, immediately placing Metcalf among the top-paid wide receivers in the league. For the Steelers, this is more than just a big-name acquisition. It's a calculated bet on a player who can fundamentally reshape their offensive identity. DK Metcalf, 27, has long been known for his elite size, speed, and physicality. A mismatched nightmare for defenders, Metcalf can stretch the field vertically and dominate in contested catch situations. Pairing him with George Pickens gives the Steelers one of the most physically imposing wide receiver duos in the league, both standing over 6'3" and possessing strong hands, sharp routes, and aggressive playing styles. However, the success of this pairing will hinge on one crucial factor: the Steelers' quarterback situation. Over the past few seasons, Pittsburgh has struggled to find consistency under center. Kenny Pickett has shown flashes of potential, but hasn't proven himself to be the long-term answer yet. Mason Rudolph and Mitch Trubisky have also had their chances, with mixed results. With Metcalf now in the fold, the pressure will only intensify to find a quarterback who can maximize the potential of this new-look receiving core. The Steelers' front office clearly believes the time to strike is now. Their recent draft picks and free agency decisions have all signaled a shift toward retooling for immediate contention. This trade aligns perfectly with that strategy. At 27, Metcalf is entering his prime, and with a long-term deal in place, Pittsburgh has ensured stability at the receiver position for years to come. It's a clear message to the rest of the league. The Steelers are serious about competing. On the other side of the deal, the Seattle Seahawks are embracing a different kind of rebuild. By moving on from DK Metcalf and, earlier this offseason, quarterback Geno Smith, the Seahawks are freeing up substantial cap space. This gives them flexibility to reshape their roster heading into the 2025 season. Trading Metcalf sheds his looming contract obligations and opens the door for younger talent to step up in a new-look offense. Seattle's decision to part ways with Metcalf wasn't made lightly. He's been a cornerstone of their offense since entering the league in 2019, recording multiple 1,000-yard seasons and earning a Pro Bowl selection. But sources close to the organization revealed that Metcalf had recently requested a trade, seeking a fresh start with a team poised to contend. The Seahawks respected that wish and found a partner willing to pay a high price. Financially, the trade is a huge win for Seattle. Offloading Metcalf's potential $150 million extension gives them a clean slate and room to explore major additions via free agency or trades. With 2 second-round picks now in the 2025 draft, one from this trade and their original, they are well-positioned to target a top-tier wide receiver or quarterback prospect. The Seahawks could even use the draft capital to trade up if they identify a player they believe can be a future franchise cornerstone. From a roster-building perspective, Seattle has signaled that a new era is underway. They've already begun reshaping their defense with younger, faster players. Now, the focus will turn to the offense, finding a new quarterback, solidifying the offensive line, and identifying skill position players who can thrive in a more modern system. Head coach Mike Macdonald, known for his defensive acumen, now faces the task of working alongside a new offensive coordinator to build an attack suited to today's high-octane NFL. Back in Pittsburgh, fans are buzzing with excitement over the arrival of Metcalf. Social media exploded with reactions following the announcement, with many fans hopeful that this move will catapult the Steelers back into serious playoff contention. It's easy to see why. In Metcalf, they've added a receiver who brings a rare combination of speed, size, and swagger, traits that Pittsburgh has lacked since the days of Antonio Brown at his peak. While the $150 million price tag may raise eyebrows, it reflects the current market for elite receivers. Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, and CeeDee Lamb are all expected to command similar money, if not more, when their contracts come up. In that context, locking up Metcalf now gives Pittsburgh cost certainty and ensures they're not scrambling to fill a crucial position down the road. It's also worth noting the culture fit. Pittsburgh has long prided itself on physical, tough, gritty football, qualities that DK Metcalf embodies. He plays with an edge, he doesn't shy away from contact, and he thrives in high-stakes moments. That mentality should resonate in a locker room that's built on accountability and toughness. Head coach Mike Tomlin will undoubtedly welcome Metcalf's competitive fire and his desire to win. Looking ahead, this trade sets up a fascinating 2025 season. In the AFC North, where the Bengals, Ravens, and Browns all boast explosive offenses, Pittsburgh has just leveled the playing field, or perhaps even tilted it in their favor. If they can solidify the quarterback position and protect the pocket, this team could be a serious threat not only in the division, but in the entire AFC. Meanwhile, for Seattle, the road ahead may involve some growing pains. Letting go of a star like Metcalf is never easy, and fans may initially struggle with the decision. But with strategic drafting and savvy signings, the Seahawks could quickly build a new core capable of making noise in the NFC. In a league where flexibility is often as important as firepower, Seattle has positioned itself well for the future. Ultimately, this trade represents two teams at very different stages of their competitive cycles. The Steelers are going all in, banking on star power and proven production. The Seahawks are looking to reset, reload, and come back stronger with a younger, cheaper roster. Time will tell which strategy proves more effective, but for now, one thing is clear. DK Metcalf in black and gold is going to be must-watch football. That's all for today's in-depth breakdown of this blockbuster trade. If you enjoyed the video and want more updates, insights, and analysis on the NFL and beyond, make sure to hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and of course, subscribe to Outbest Sports for more exclusive sports coverage. We've got you covered all season long.